Alright, welcome. And we finally have the information for Naruto's birthday, and not really what I expected because throughout the year they've been hinting on an Enbu of Naruto and Jiraiya, but that's not what we got. We got a brand new Kizuna after we just got one last month, and this Kizuna is very unique because this is the first Kizuna where it's only one character. So we have a Naruto and Naruto Kizuna. So we have adult Naruto and kid Naruto up in here. And I haven't seen anything about these units yet. I wanted to have a first reaction just to see if these units excite me or not. So I haven't made an English translation yet, so I'll be looking at the Japanese text. And I'll probably put the English translation later in the video. Maybe in the new video, I don't know yet. But with that, let's start. So the first thing we should go over is these Kizuna bring two brand new things into this game. The first is they are the very first Kizuna that can go 9 out of 9, so 9 awakening stages, very similar to Enbu. That's why if you look at their stats, they're way higher than the last Kizuna we got, which was Kakashi and Obito. That's because of that. And their speed, 555 for adult Naruto and 517 for kid Naruto, is all very, very high. But the other thing that we got is kind of, since I kind of hard programmed the gold border here, but they have something called the Kizuna panels for their potential ability, so they can officially go rainbow. They're the very first Kizuna that can go rainbow. And what do we know about the Kizuna board so far is, I believe it's similar to a legendary potential, where it's only one board, well, two boards, one for normal potential and one for forbidden. So you're gonna need an extra dupe for the forbidden path, but for the normal path it should be free. And the thing with that is, from what I was looking at, it looks like they might be giving the exact same stats as a legendary potential unit. So these Kizuna might be able to, in quotes, go legendary potential 2, LP2. And with that, they also come with two brand new unique, not unique skills. Well, I guess they are unique since they're the first one who has it. But two brand new things that comes with a Kizuna board. And that is the rotation, which is the countdown to when you rotate from one unit to the other. It's 10 turns right now. That's the basic for all Kizunas, but these units are lower than them. But I'm not sure how low because that info is kind of hidden away. And the other one is their Kizuna gauge. Something about the Kizuna gauge, so it might be you need less to ult. As of right now, to use your Kizuna skill, you need 100. So with that, that's probably locked behind the Forbidden Kizuna board, which is going to be very rough to get. But that means you're going to get them 0 cost, and then you need one more to get that. So yeah, I don't know how to get those yet. Maybe you need the... So like, you know how we have the cost reduction? Maybe you'll need more of those. So it's going to be very interesting. And with that, let's start going over it. I don't know what they do yet. So let's start with adult Naruto, which is a blue unit. So let's go over Naruto real quick. And let's go over his lead. His lead is Konoha speed plus 300%. That's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed. What the hell? Alright. Kizuna speed plus 300%. Skill damage plus 200%. And then for 3 turns, insta-kill immunity. That's a really good lead, but the thing is, as what I said with the video with Sasuke, speed is kind of irrelevant. Skill damage is nice, but that's also kind of irrelevant. Insta-kill immunity, that's very, very nice. Would I use them over V11 as lead right now? I probably wouldn't. So yeah, with that, his ability 1, at the start of battle, and when you get rotated to this adult Naruto, you grant all the allies which one is this? Will of Bond state. That has to be a unique state because they haven't made a normal state for a Kizuna. Every Kizuna has been a unique state. So I haven't looked at their skills yet, so I'm guessing that's a unique state. Withstand plus 4, and then I guess we just revive to full and gives all party. Okay, and then just gives all party instant action. That's fun. And then after that, 80% built-in damage cut? Why do they have a built-in damage cut 80%? What is this? So when he withstands, he recovered a full, so it's a revive, it's a fake withstand, and he gives everyone in the team instant action. That's very good, but you have to die to trigger that. So, it's whatever. But he has a built-in 80% damage cut? That's so much. What is this unit? I haven't even seen the skill yet. He got a built-in damage cut, and then he's insta-kill immune, of course. So you can't Kid Kakashi again. Why does he have that? Okay, let's move on. When he gets attacked, let's see, high chance to remove. Oh, so when he gets attacked, he has a high chance to remove the party's status effect and grant them instant action. So when you attack him, you just basically remove all the stupid stuff that's going on in the game right now. That's incredibly strong. And then the start of battle, all enemies. Oh, they just start with that. Sure. You just disable their status effect and for no reason. You just not status effect. You just disable their positive special state. Is that disable or remove? I think that's remove actually. So yeah, you just remove that, and then you have a high chance for a first strike. What is this unit? So he has an 80% damage cut. So he's not gonna die. He has 4 revives. And when he dies, he gives, well, Pope dies when he gets his withstand. He gives everyone instant action. When he gets attacked, he gives everyone instant action. And then the enemy can't even start with a state because he removes it. And then chance for first, very high chance for first strike. It's solid. You never go wrong with that. And then yellow and black type advantage. What is this? This unit's a tank. And then I don't want to go to the skills yet. I want to look at his gear. His gear is a skill gear. Skill damage plus 150%. Nice. SP plus 2. Very nice. Oh my goodness. He protects Konoha allies? And then he recovers 25 HP when he hits 25%. What is this? So he has an 80% damage cut. You hit him once, he recovers. You can't use a single target unit because he'll protect. Hey yo, this unit's a monster. And I haven't even looked at his skills yet. I don't know what his unique state does. So he has skip immunity, cancel immunity, 2 turns of illusion immunity. So this is his potential. And then speed plus 200%, gas speed plus 1, speed plus 25% per turn, max 300%, HP plus 100%, shock plus minus 50%. So these are basically normal. The only thing you really want is illusion immunity, which is kind of sad because now you can't pick skip or cancel. But that doesn't really matter. If you get canceled, you're gonna get your instant turn. And then type advantage, which is yellow, blue, red, and white. What a unit. Okay, now let's go over his skills. Let's go over his Kizuna skill first. So it deals 3% plus 3 million penetration damage. Ooh, deals 5 additional attacks, dealing 761,000. And then he inflicts the rotation unique state, of course. And then high chance to ignore all of the lives and stuff. In the rotation, instant action disabled. Speed limit is set to 1,000. And then you disable your positive special and god state. What is this unit? I need to check. 3 million. Let's see, 2.7 million. 5 million. And then this is 2.75 million. And then the other two are insta-killing. This is the very first Kizuna skill with additional attacks. Holy. That is so much. And I don't know if this is gonna be penetration damage too. They say fixed damage here, but who knows? It might count as a penetration damage either way. That's the very first one. That is stupid. And then here, okay. And then let's go over his skills. His 6-path, giant, Rasen, Biju, Rasen, Shuriken. Deals 3% plus 2 million. Inflicts seal state, not seal status effect, and confusion. And then he deals 7 additional attacks, 3% plus 761. 761 if you didn't know. That is supposed to be Naruto. And then remove them this, and this is the disable positive special state in God state. So this is something you really like. Mada. Oh, you make your allies immune to skill for 1 turn. Very nice. Seems like I don't know why we really need that, but don't really care. The skill 1 does already something that's amazing. So you got your... This is a status effect, this is a state. So you got 2 ways to disable. The only thing is these don't ignore resistance, so that's whatever. You got 7 additional attacks, really strong. That's a lot of additional attacks. And then disable states. This is pretty much what you want in your skill 1. The only thing you want more from this is it's skipping or canceling, but we can live without it. Always hit, of course. Oh, this is fastest. Skill 2 is recovered 2.5 million HP to all party. Attack defense speed plus 200%. Okay, and then this is the removing the disable negative special state effect. No, giving the immune to negative special state effect. And then you also remove what I was talking about earlier. What I was trying to say earlier. You also remove the disabled positive special state effect. So this positive disabling stuff is pretty much the new meta for state removals. Every unit is having this instead of just a straight removal. This is better this way. Because that means this lingers for a couple of turns instead of just instant. And then let's look at his unique state. This is Will of Bonds. This is unique. Oh my goodness. Does that really... Your formation immune? Why are you formation immune? I need to double check. Why are you from... Why do you disable formation? Hold up. You just disable enemy formation? You have 700,000 damage limit, so very good. High chance for instant action, and then we recover. I don't even know if I like this, but like now you don't need to bring an Enbu. What is this? Why do you disable enemy formation? So as of what we can see right now, I haven't seen any Omni protection from this Naruto yet. That's probably gonna be Kid Naruto, let's be real. So Enbus just got hit hard. Well, enemy Enbus, not your Enbu. Because in here, let's look at Kizuna Kakashi, who's probably the second best character in the game. You have your 700,000 damage limit built in, as well as Omni protection. So it looks like they're separating Omni protection with that, which is whatever, but what do I think of this Naruto so far? This Naruto's weird. He can cleanse, nice, but I wouldn't use him over Kizuna. So I want to say Kizuna Kakashi is better than Big Naruto, but this is hilarious, just disabling formation. That's kind of funny. And then 700,000 damage limit. Kakashi's unique state is better than this so far. Because the way you disable formation, you just have your own formation, right? So, and then HP, he just won't die because of the damage cut. He has an 80% damage cut. That might be something that's very annoying in the fight. And then he's just giving instant action, so you pair him up with like V11, which gives everyone first strike. So you got first strike, you got instant action every time you get hit. He's very strong. I think he's probably solid triple S tier. Probably like in the middle ground of triple S. I wouldn't say he's the best character in the game. So far, the best Kizuna so far is Kizuna Kakashi. Just because they're stupid. But this might end up being very nice, where there's a high chance you remove status effect when you get attacked. But you have to get attacked for that to happen, so it might not even be that good. So, very solid. I'm gonna say, yeah, solid triple S tier. So let's go over, this is Kid Naruto now. Shoutouts to Kid Naruto. His lead is Konoha speed plus 300%. Very nice. 3 turns of insta-kill immunity. That's pretty solid, is what I said before. And cast speed +3. So far, these leads are not that game breaking. V11 is still your lead. And let's go for this. So at the start of battle and when you rotate, you grant the Shadow Clone state, Kagebunshin state. Revive +4. And then every turn you remove negative special and god state to your party. And instant kill immunity. So far I think Naruto has a better... Yeah, giving everyone instant action and damage cut 80%, so Naruto I think is slightly better than Naruto. Yeah, that's confusing, right? Big Naruto I think might have a better S1, but I don't know what Kagebunshin state is, so who knows? So let's go over his S2. The exact same thing as Naruto. But, ooh, that's nasty. So when you get attacked, you high chance to remove status effect as well as instant action to your party. Very nice. And then at the start of battle, you grant all ally. Okay, alright. So Kagebunshin is to himself. I forgot to say that. Kagebunshin is to himself, and then he grants the party the will of bond state, whatever you want to call it later on, in high chance of first strike. So it really depends on what Kagebunshin state is. So far, I don't see Omni Protection from these units. So you might want to run them with Kizuna Kakashi, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with running them too. Especially since they're probably pseudo LP units. Then you have blue type and white type advantage. Go over his gear before we go over the main boy. The main skills. Okay, so high chance for immunity to everything except for Tailed Beast, Fire. Yeah. Or is it the other way around? But whatever. So Tail Beast, Fire, immune to debuff, immune to status effect, but this is not removing immune to, so you can still get hit by ignore resistant. HP, attack, defense, and speed plus 150%. So pretty basic. Nothing that game breaking. To be honest, gears nowadays, there's like nothing that's really game breaking. You can pretty much do whatever you want. It's usually the kit. The only thing you want to give your units is cast speed and like probably deal damage. Other than that, protections, not so much. And then his Kizuna skill is the exact same thing as before. Probably the best Kizuna skill in the game. It does so much damage for no reason. And then his S1, Taijutsu, which is his Naruto Uzumaki Barrage. You don't really see, we haven't seen this often, if at all, other than the tactics unit. So what it does is it deals 3% plus 1.5 million. Seals, let's go. Okay, so there's this. That's normal seal, status effect seal, and smoke screen or blind state. That's interesting. That's like Asuma state. I didn't expect this. And then deal 3% plus 761, which is 4 additionals. So far, S1, it's okay. And then while you're under the rotation, okay, hold on. This is different. Which state is this? This is a I don't even know what state this is. I don't recognize this. Is this a brand new state? This might be a brand new state, I think. But whatever. So this is not exactly path state. I guess taking a path, something like that. Tracks. I don't know what to call it yet, but this state. So this is a brand new state. So I'll see what I want to translate it later. But with that, so while you're under this state, you remove the disable positive special and god state nonsense. That's it. That's kind of trash. The smoke screen is high chance to cancel when they take an action, and then this new state, speed plus 150%, and then skill damage plus 200% per turn. This S1 is kind of garbage. The seal doesn't even ignore resistant. So this S1 is trash. It's just damage and kind of selfish. Everything so far has been to himself. And then you look at his S2, 5 million HP, attack and skill damage plus 250%, and then grants protection state to party. Kind of unfortunate he doesn't give that as a ability. If they gave that as an ability, that would be really fun, but they didn't. Okay, protection state, and then speed plus 1000% for 1 turn, and then grant the Shadow Clone state to himself. We already know what protection state is. This is pretty broken. Pretty much remove and immune the debuff, status effect, and negative state. Okay, so this is pretty much what counts, because his kit kind of sucks. It's kind of trash at this point. There's no Omni protection from these units, so you always want to bring an Omni protection. So Kizuna Kakashi will always be in your team for now. They're not replacing you. They're DPS, sure, but they might be replacing the LP5 unit that you have in your team that's not really there doing anything. So let's go over this. So what's his Shadow Clone state? This is the important part. When you attack with your skill, the counter for the Shadow Clone state goes up. So when you use the first skill, does it deal? Okay, maybe he's a big DPS unit. Maybe he's that. What exactly does this do? You keep activating this. So if you S1, it'll do this once. Okay, this is very interesting. But if you have the Kage Bunshin state up, which you will have, it will recast S1 depending on how many counters it has. And it can have a max of 2 counters. So if you S1 in the very beginning, you'll be casting this twice. So when you attack with a skill, you just cast this again? Interesting. And then this is just your Omni protection, but this is to yourself. This is kind of funny and very specific. So he is sealed, Jutsu sealed, illusion, negative and special god state, immune, damage couple. So they all have built-in damage plus 80%. Okay. Here's the thing for them. They're not a support. Kizuna Kakashi, 100% you're keeping it just for this part. Because both of these units don't give it. They give it to themselves. Well, Naruto kind of has it with this. But you can remove that, I believe. I don't even remember. So you want to S2 first. Yeah, because you're gonna be disabling enemy state for sure. So you have that part. You can disable enemy state. But there's nothing preemptive to save you. So you're gonna want to run Kizuna Kakashi 100%. You're removing status effect when you attack them. And they give everyone in their party insta-kill immunity. So they're trying to counter Kid Kakashi, but I don't know how well that really does. I don't think they do it that well so far, but this is just on paper. So we have Seal here, and then we have... This won't probably trigger because we'll be fighting Kizuna Kakashi a lot. But the Confusion will, so Confusion will be nice. And then the Seal will be nice. So they'll be very nice with Kid Kakashi either way. And as lead, you're still gonna run V11. So let's set up our Konoha filter right now so we know what we're gonna do. Here's the thing too though. You don't need an Enbu for this team anymore. You don't need an Enbu. Enbu is not needed. So let's just say we're benching the Enbu. We're not running an Enbu for this team. This might be what makes them very great. Is all the Enbu units in it. So we're not running Sakunade, we're not running Daikashi. Just theory crafting. Because the Will of Bonds disables the enemy Enbu anyway. And then you have Kid Kakashi locking the terrain. But we don't need an Enbu. Let's remove that from our team. So now we have an extra 90 cost slot. So we're gonna run them. Let's say we run them at 0 cost or 90 cost, while the other is Kakashi. So Kakashi's at 0 cost or 90 cost. So we'll run both of them. So that's 90 cost so far. V11 is our lead, that's 180. We have 2 more 90 cost, which is probably Kid Kakashi. So we have the trio of V11, Kid Kakashi, Kizuna Kakashi still unlocked. And then we add in Naruto because we don't worry about enemy formation anymore. We have the damage cut from this, and we have the Omni Protection from Kakashi. So let's get those out of the way. And then V Naruto is like a pseudo LP, so we don't need that anymore. Kizuna's skill is just gonna one-shot. Especially, let's say you have them 0 cost and you have the rotation all cooldown down and gauge something down, whatever it is. You're disabling their instant action. You're limiting their speed. States don't really matter in this meta anymore. So you're sealing and you're confusing with a good amount of damage, as well as you're protecting yourself. But Naruto, Kid Naruto, I'm very interested about. Because if every time you cast S1 and you cast this 3 times, that's insane. Especially with a built-in LP. Because looking at this S1, if you use it once, it's kind of trash. But if you use it 3 times in a row by just pressing it once because of this, if that's what this really means, because it just makes sense. It's like a Alibunshi state, right? Yeah, and you cast Uzumaki Barrage as many times as how many counters there are. And the counters go up every time you do S1. I wonder if you S1, the counter goes up and they just infinite. Is that infinite? That's kind of funny. You S1 once, the counter goes up, so you go again until you hit 2. And then you have Omni Protection to yourself, which is perfect. And they both have built-in damage cut plus 80%. Yeah, I think these characters are very strong. Not as a protector, but as a... And you don't, yeah, and you already grant at the start of battle. So you don't even need to go to adult Naruto. Yeah, Kid Naruto is a monster. Now I'm just trying to think what you're gonna put that last unit on. Because it's not an Enbu anymore. We don't care about Enbus now. Enbus are dead. Holy. How did they kill Enbus? Is Sasuke good now? Can this new Sasuke fit in? Because this is sealed. You're removing state. Because your damage doesn't really matter and we don't care about your terrain. Sasuke is still not it. So I can replace an Enbu who's not really doing much. That's insane. They made it so we can replace it with a legit unit. Like a Gaara or a Tamari. Like, that would fit. So you have 1 extra slot now because you're not running an Enbu. Yo, Shinobi Collection out here tripping. Like, Tamari will be nice. Like, you might want someone that's just pure DPS. It doesn't even need to be a 5 village, I think. You might be able to fit in like Madara or something. But yeah, that's insane. So you're gonna be want to run them. Yeah, Kid Naruto's a beast. I think Kid Naruto's the best. It's the better one. It's always the second unit, except for Kakashi, because they're pretty much equal. Is that how you want to run this now? You bench your Enbu. You 100% bench your Enbu with this unit. There's no reason to run an Enbu anymore. Because whatever that Enbu is bringing is literally there to just stop what the enemy Enbu is. That's why you roll the Enbu. It's just so the enemy doesn't have it. But if the enemy doesn't have an Enbu because of the Kizuna, you have a free 90 cost slot. Like, if I look at this, do I really want this? Because Gaikashi got nerfed hard with them, because if I hit them, they just remove their status effects, so they'll never get their additional attacks. And then this is a single target, not really worth it, because they protect. So Gaikashi's dead. Sakonade I don't need to use Sakonade. They really killed Enbus. That's insane. Yeah, because these are all single target. Like, Sakonade is literally trash other than their formation. But do I care about this formation? No, I don't. I have status effect removal. I have protection state. Yeah, I have protection state with Naruto. You know, Kid Naruto might be the second best character in the game. he might be better than Kakashi. Holy hell, that's insane. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of theory crafting with these because we don't even know what the Kizuna panel bonus are. Like if it cuts down the rotation from 10 to 2 turns, that's insane. If it cuts down the gauge from 100 to 50, that's insane. Yeah, no, I think they might be one. Especially how well this does. And the fact that they disabled there. And then you just get recovery and they can't die. Yeah, I think that's it. This is crazy. This has been 30 minutes of like, these units don't look that good, and then you realize it's like, you just get rid of that dead weight in your team. Because you gotta, like, as a unit, Enbus are not that good. Their stats are lowered, their skills are subpar at best. But their formation is why you're there, is because you want to stop what the enemy is doing. But if the enemy can't have an Enbu, you can just go ham. So like for first strike, if you're fighting V11, how do we stop V11 from going first? Hey, but you going first, right? So you can do that. They can't start with a state. So we just gotta find a way to stop the enemy from going first. Because that's pretty much what the Enbu is for. But the instant action nonsense, as soon as you get your Kizuna skills up, that's already gone. So we just need to find a unit that just pretty much... Illusion is probably not the way to go, and so many people are now immune to illusion, especially V11, so that's probably not the way to go to stop them. It has to be like Tsunade or something. So that's pretty much what we just gotta figure out. How to properly stop the enemy. Yeah, it might have to be Tsunade, but like, or just tank it up, to be honest. You're gonna get priority anyway. You just do your nonsense. But yeah, I think that's it for birthday Naruto. Did I go over the years? Yeah, I think I did. And you don't have to go over their animations for now. So yeah, I'll be posting the translation in the Discord. I don't think I'm gonna be making a video for that actually, since this is a 30-minute video. There's really no point of having the English text up in the video format. So I'll be posting those in the Discord. But other than that, yeah, I think they're the best Kizuna in the game now. But you're gonna want to be running them with Kakashi for sure. Well, I guess best is not the right word. Transformative is more the right word. Because they change your team build a lot. It breaks the formula of what pretty much I had in the past on how to make a PvP team. It'll 100% break that. But if you have these two together, I hope they're in the banner. But yeah, this is insane. And they go 999. 9-9. I said 9 too much. Stupid. They're gonna be doing so much damage with this. And then if this really does what that is, then yeah, this character is insane. The only thing they need is type advantage, which you can get from V11 or Sasuke if you want to use Sasuke instead of V11. Yeah, I'll see you on the next video. This has been a really impressive unit, so very unique, not something that we've never seen before. Yeah, so yeah, bye.